President, you had said you would end the Russia-Ukraine war on your first day in office. Where do things stand right now, and how do you intend?
Well, this is only half a day. I have another half a day left. We'll see. We want to get it done.
Re-elected President Donald Trump has already missed his deadline on ending the war in Ukraine after promising he would be able to reach a conclusion within a day on the campaign trail.
What are we, stupid? I guess the answer is yes.
Following his January 20th inauguration, the US leader has issued new threats of sanctions and tariffs on Russia if its leader, President Vladimir Putin, doesn't reach an agreement.
He should make a deal. I think he's destroying Russia by not making a deal.
Trump was sworn in at the US Capitol, and while his inauguration speech did not mention Ukraine, he has often claimed in the past that he would seek to bring a swift end to Russia's war. Talking to reporters on Wednesday, Trump again said he aims to conclude the conflict as soon as possible, but noted he would have to speak to Putin first.
If Vladimir Putin doesn't come to the table to negotiate with you, will you put additional sanctions on Russia?
Sounds likely.
In addition, Trump wrote on Truth Social that if the government cannot make a deal soon, he has no other choice but to resort to high levels of taxes, tariffs, and sanctions on anything being sold by Russia to the United States and various other participating countries. The statement is his most forceful effort yet to end the war, but it came with a disclaimer. Following a campaign hinged on no wars and ending global conflicts, Trump previously suggested he would end the ongoing battle, which began in 2022, within 24 hours of returning to the White House. Since his election, he has conceded it could take longer, noting he believes Ukraine wants to make a deal. Trump also claimed Russia never would have invaded Ukraine if he remained president, following his loss to Joe Biden in 2020.
But that couldn't happen because the election was rigged.
In response, Russia's deputy UN ambassador Dmitry Polyansky said Moscow would have to see what US President Donald Trump thought a deal to end the war meant.
We're also open for dialogue with the new US administration on the Ukrainian conflict. The most important thing here is to eliminate the fundamental reason for the conflict.
With trade ties between Russia and the US withering, the efficacy of Trump's direct threat of tariffs is questionable. Russia exported only about US $2.9 billion worth of goods to America in 2024, according to Census Bureau data, which is down dramatically from $29.6 billion in 2021 before the war began. But the US has starved Russia's economy with broad sanctions already, many of which were replicated by other countries. Russia is estimated to have lost around 700,000 to 800,000 soldiers either killed or wounded in almost 3 years of the full-scale war, and faces economic headwinds in the year ahead.
But will President Trump listen to Europe? Or will he negotiate with Russia and China without Europe?
At the World Economic Forum in Davos this week, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has said that any peace deal brokered between Ukraine and Russia would require significant power to ensure no fresh assault was launched on the country. He also dismissed the prospect of Kiev bowing to Kremlin demands and reducing Ukraine's army to a fifth of its current 800,000 strong size. Nearly 3 years after Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, there remains no end in sight to the war. Europe's worst since World War II.